Hello, everybody. Welcome back to hour number 3 of Die Party Blood Dues, week number 9. Graham, I hear I have daddy problems.
I'm not sure why, but yeah. First thing, Ansel, I need to make a constitution check for slipping in the snow.
Damn it. Hang on.
Your constitution
14.
Is 14.
Oh, boy.
And you die. All right.
Yeah. And I freeze to death.
Nice.
Nope.
All right.
No, you stand up, you wake up, stand up, and spin your cloak around, and all the snow falls off.
Sweet.
Ready to go.
Fantastic. So how far away am I from the red X on the map?
Maybe a couple of hours.
All right, I'm going to head that direction.
All right, Walzer,
Yes.
you wake up next to Figs. You're sleeping. Figs is on your shoulder.
Okay. How is he doing? Is he, like, getting worse or better? Like, what?
Neither.
He's just existing in this world now?
It's been less than 24 hours.
Okay, but he's in like a miracle healing pool or whatever, you know? Like, I assume that there was something else going on here. But if that's the case,
Yeah,
then that's fine.
you assume.
Yeah. So I just sit there, and if he wakes up at all, I'll have a conversation with him, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, he does wake up. He does wake up.
Oh, good morning, sleepyhead.
Well, what's happened? I assume we'd both be dead by now.
You would think so, but
That stunt you pulled.
it seemed to work. I mean, I had an interesting conversations with with some of the orcs around here. Very tough.
He says, "Did Buster come back?"
Not yet. Not that I've seen. It's only been a few hours though, so I assume that they went and got more help from the actual camp.
All right, let's cut to Roland.
Hello.
Hello.
Roland, day breaks.
Oh.
Just what you're due to Captain Snats.
Yeah, I show up wearing my best. With
Captain
3
Snap's there.
explosives hidden in my boot.
Yep.
Can you?
Captain
Okay,
Snap's
you
there.
need to elaborate on this fucking bow tie, man. Like,
It's a bow tie.
It's the blue one, though, right?
It's the blue one.
does it have
That's
any
not
sort of like what's the material made out of? What are we working with here?
It's made out of fabric, and it is around my neck, and it's shaped like a bow tie.
Damn.
What kind of fabric?
I mean, it's not nice enough to be silk, maybe cotton.
Okay, not wool.
Not wool.
Okay, good.
Yeah, fuck wool.
Yeah, fuck wool. Who needs it?
Okay, you go to Captain Snat. Oh, it's not. It's actually quite warmer, comparatively speaking, than it was yesterday. There's no snow, and actually the snow is kind of glistening on top, like top of it melted.
Yeah, okay. Fascinating.
Yeah, just weather. I go through all the trouble to do the weather, just so I want to be able.
Okay,
to
yeah. No, I get it. It's hotter today. There's some melting going on.
The sun's out, shining through the clouds.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sun, clouds, sparse cloud
A
cover.
bird flies by, singing.
Oh, really? Birds? Okay, so they don't. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, going to Captain Snats.
Yep.
There's Captain Snat, and he's there. He's got his bundle of papers, and you guys go walk together. Do you say anything to him?
Yeah. En route.
Yeah.
I'm going to reaffirm what when we're in the review specifically. What am I supposed to just do? Like speak when it's relevant for me to speak, that sort of thing.
You're going to essentially back up what I say.
Hot
Okay.
man him.
I'm going to tell him everything. I'm going to tell Aelin everything that we know. We're going to lay it out,
Okay.
and we're going to hope that I don't get exiled from the keep, because that's a very real possibility. And I'm just telling him everything. We got the truth.
All right. Sure thing. I'm right on top of that with you. If you get exiled, do I get exiled?
because it was you're kind of here under my auspice. Perhaps.
Okay.
Marcel is letting you stay in the lab because at my behest.
Okay. Well, I've been real good to Marcy. I'm not worried.
Okay.
In the distance, something explodes in my lab.
Yes, a little. Yeah.
Everything's under control.
All right.
You guys make it to the Inner Bailey's gate. There's Lionheart there. He's there to escort you. He's going to sit in on the meeting as official liaison between the Inner Bailey and the Outer Bailey.
Graham?
He's there. Yeah.
I'm going to make an effort. Graham, to absorb my surroundings when I'm in here. Should we ever need information about the layout of the Inner Bailey.
Got it. Done. You make a.
I mean, it really to someone else, it looks like I'm just a gag with wonder, looking around at the majestic Inner Bailey.
Taking detailed diagrams of floor layouts. And
Snapping pictures.
Wondering where you can place explosives.
looking for weak structural integrities.
That's fine. Some sort of recall check may be required in the future, but I'm gonna say that's okay for right now.
Yeah, well, and this
Maybe
allows
some sort of
me to make.
intelligence.
This would by making the effort, I hope to later improve that role,
Yeah,
which
fine.
may have happened anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
All right.
Lionheart's there. He lets you guys in. He escorts you. There are, when you go into the yard, essentially, or rather the what's it called? The courtyard.
Sure.
Yeah. You see to your right is a large cavalry stable with a bunch of fine horses inside, saddled.
Nifty.
And guarded. Yeah. There are the same guards do both Inner Bailey and Outer Bailey. But there appear to be two guards guarding the main gate to the castle that have purple and black capes, one purple, one black. Okay, they both have old pikes.
Okay.
There, off to your left side, there is a kind of a bunch of little buildings that are adjacent to the wall all around. And kind of in front of those buildings is a ring of dirt that's been kind of cleared up snow. And there are two kind of shirtless guards wrestling, and a bunch of guys are looking around, or looking on.
Oh. This is how they get their kicks in the Inner Bailey.
I guess so. Lionheart leads you in. You've been expected. The two guards will open the door for you. There's a palatial entrance hallway, a red carpet, and it's very, very fancy in here. Fanciest place you've ever been in.
I wipe my boots outside.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. There is a number of towers in the Inner Bailey. Cavalry stable, great tower on the wall, like not part of the castle, but on the wall, adjacent to the castle. 60 feet high.
All right.
Oh, excuse me. You go in, yada yada yada, narrative. You make your way. Yeah, you know.
Yes, I do.
You know what it is. Fancy building with lots of cool stuff to look at.
Totally. Let's cut to the chase. When do I sneak an explosive into someone's cup of tea?
You're there at a large dining table. A spread has been put out.
Ooh.
It's Primate. It's not that great. You won't like it.
So you're seated there. You're seated next to Captain Sinat, who's seated next to Lionheart. On the other end of the table is a very old man, middle-aged man, large beard though.
Okay, very bearded.
Large beard, no mustache.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always weird when people do that.
That's the king's style right now.
Hmm.
That's what the king wears, so that's what other people wear.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yep.
Is this the king?
No, this is the Lord of the Keep. Lord
This
Indigo.
is the Lord of the Keep. Got it. King doesn't live here.
He wears
Lives
like
elsewhere.
He wears like a band across his head.
Okay. Yeah.
He's very quiet.
Okay.
Next to him is Aelin the elf in his white gold armor
Uh-huh.
and red cape. He's got a sword strapped to his belt.
Right.
Next to
Do I know
him,
the name of the Lord of the Keep?
Lord Indigo, Charles.
Indigo. So does Lord
Charles
Indigo, are his eyes like mysteriously milked over? Is his beard mysteriously gray? You know, if I hit the elf with a staff, is this guy going to turn back to normal?
Probably not.
Nuts.
But no, he is very quiet still.
Okay.
Awkward and detached, I guess, is the right word.
Okay.
But no, it's not like Lord of the Rings.
Gotcha.
Not in the same way. It's similar, I guess. Now that you mention it.
Similar but legally distinct from.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
His name is Abrumahirne? Not Brumahir there.
You're trying too hard there, Dave. Anyway.
Yep,
I don't know Lord of the Rings, I'm sorry. Lord of the Rings is a giant mystery to me.
Good. Keep it that way. You don't
Thirdly, there are a number of servants and going about filling drinks and whatnot. So it's you three on one side of the table, Aelin and the Lord of the Keep on the other side of the table.
Okay.
You sit down, you start to, Aelin tells you, go on, eat. It's fine.
Oh, the elf tells me to eat.
Yes, of course.
Well, I pretend to eat.
You pretend to eat.
Well,
Nom
probably
nom
like-
nom. This
You
steak
chew
is
you chew up the
delicious.
food and let it fall out of your mouth.
no, I push the food
Dexterity
around
check to make sure it doesn't hit his bow tie.
I push the food around my plate, and then I imagine at some point in the conversation I forget and I'm hungry and I just actually eat anyway.
Sure, it's very rich food.
Yummy.
Captain Sinat, why don't you start from the beginning? Well, tell us about your search for the Caves of Chaos. Captain Sinat will say he will tell a grandiose story about how Walzer and Engelard came to the keep riding pike. Roland has been helping you. Roland has been helping him rather. Design some explosives to keep goblins and other creatures out of the keep. That has not been going very well, and so Roland has been helping Engelard and Walzer. Walzer has been sent to the known bandit camp that's been working in the area, and has been trying to find the cache of gold and weapons that has been. He tells the whole story. Tells it true as far as we know it.
Uh-huh.
Everything.
Okay.
All right.
Everything
Including
that
our
he knows.
suspicion of Leland and all of that.
Yes.
And
And he says, yes, about that. This is the elf.
uh-huh.
You seem to suspect the man Leland. Oh yeah, I forgot. No wonder. I was trying to figure out who was in the third chair on that side. Leland is in that chair. I forgot.
Right, yeah, got it.
That makes sense. And he says, as far as I know, Captain Sinat, you stormed this man's house without provocation, no reason. And
I'll speak
think
up on that.
okay, sure.
I'll be like, well, we saw him speaking to someone. He mentioned the name Faramine, which is an evil wizard, according to Thistleburrows. And therefore, we believed he was in cahoots with him.
He'll say, Leland was talking with me. The mirrors are companions. They talk to each other. You can see in one and see the reflection in the other one. They're communication devices. One of these filthy mercenaries stole the companion mirror that Leland was using to talk to me and took it with him out into the woods. I never saw it until just now. He was catching up with me. I gave him the mirror. It's mine to give.
Well,
It's
what
my
business
property.
did you have mentioning the name of an evil wizard?
What evil wizard? I've seen no
Faramine.
evil wizards. It sounds
this-
made up, first of all.
I will recount the story of the letter from the halfling ally in the Vale, and obviously not reciting the letter to a T, but mention the warning about if the evil wizard and the name and all of that.
You claim such a letter exists. Do you have it with you?
Well, actually, Engelard has it. But did Engelard not give it to Sinat?
No.
No.
Sinat didn't even know about it until you mentioned it just now.
No, he did. We talked to him about it.
You talked to him about it, but Engelard, he didn't read it verbatim. He never had it with him. He just said what it said.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He said-
is it
he
the
said
guys that have it?
Hmm?
Or he never had the letter at all?
He did.
Or
But
did.
He did at one point, but Engelard has it now. I mean.
Okay, Engelard has it now. Okay, so I will say that the letter exists, is in the possession of Engelard.
And he says, "This is all speculation. This is no reason to. Why you were spying on Leoland here? Then
Well, yes, we had spied on Leland because he had lied about several things to us that made him suspicious.
such as
He lied about the nature of the mirror and what he was going to do with it when we brought it to him. He lied about being able to help the man whose mind was robbed by the mirror. He tried to convince us to kill the poor man, even though he was stark raving mad. These things made him a suspicious character, and what with all the goings-on, it was prudent to see if he was a spy, which in a way he is, although you claim a spy for you.
he keeps me apprised of things that happen in the Outer Bailey.
So it should be no surprise, then, with his clandestine motives, that he was inevitably spied upon.
I suppose, but I can assure you that Leoland works exclusively with me, and he is of no concern to you. He is of no apparent worth in this investigation.
Roland will sort of, give him a look. Gives a look, but doesn't speak against that claim.
And he says, so, Captain Sinat, it seems to me that you are no closer to finding the Cage of Chaos than you were when you started. Do you have any solid leads? I'm having a hard time seeing what you've been doing these past few weeks, Captain Sinat. And Captain Sinat will say, well, Walter will be getting back any time now. He's with the bandits now. He will probably find the case. Probably doesn't do anything for me, Captain Sinat. You know, the Lord of the Keep will speak up at this point. He will say the word Nermina aloud, and then Aelin the elf will try and speak over him in a way that you've heard what he said. But excuse me. He points to his servant. The Lord of the Keep is tired. If you would please escort him to his chambers. Put him down for a nap. He's had a large meal.
Graham?
Yeah.
Would it be possible for me to make an archaeology check, or perhaps tactics of magic or something, to appraise the Lord of the Keep and see if he might be under the influence, so to speak?
Let's do thaumaturgy, actually.
Thaumaturgy. Okay. I have a 20.
Kind of a side effect of magic or something.
Okay. I get 26.
Sure.
Because I forgot to plus the 20 on
You need to start doing that so everyone knows, man.
Well, I said it also with my mouth words.
There's nothing.
Why are they watching this stream if they're deaf?
Hey, man.
It could be possible, but there are no outward signs that specifically belie that as the cause. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. Any number of things could cause such a visceral emotional detachment.
Interesting.
Depression, grief, what have you.
Okay, interesting.
Not necessarily. There's nothing specific about what he's doing or his behavior.
And the name was Nermina?
It may have been a name.
If that is a name.
And Aelin will say, now, I'm going to give you Captain Sinet, I like you. You're a good guy. You're a good soldier. Firstly, you work for me now. Do not be breaking into people's homes. We're not going to cause a panic. Okay? Secondly, I will... How about this? You get Walzer back here. I will send Engelard, Walzer, Roland, you, with 4 of my men, 5 of my men, whatever it takes, to search the forest for the Caves of Chaos. I will... You know, I have resources at my disposal, magical resources, right? I will do everything I can to try and find the Caves of Chaos. It's what's important to us right now. That's what we're doing. But I need Walzer back here.
Who's saying this?
Aelin, Theo.
Okay.
And he says, Roland.
Yes, sir.
Captain Snatch told me, obviously, I mean, he said it during this meeting. Captain Snatch told me you deal in explosives. That's what you're doing here. That's what you're good for.
Yes, sir.
Do you need
I
help
blow
with that
things up.
front?
Well, I got you know, there's always progress to be made. You can always do more with more resources. You know, with enough resources, I could blow up the whole damn forest. Not that we want that.
Right. Okay. I have something that might interest you. I'll fish it out. Anything I can do to help, of course.
Sure, of course.
He'll leave the table. Leland will go with him, having not said a word.
What was his facial reactions during this whole thing?
Leland?
Yeah.
I don't know, shifty, I guess.
Was he smirking at any point? Like, does he do that sort of stuff at all, or is he just eating? Like, was he blasé? Like,
he seems yeah. I mean, he would smirk and having some. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay. Not that I'm
likes,
there, but
he likes seeing the guy who broke into his house and stole his stuff and broke his armoire to be put in his place. Or
right.
guys.
Sure. Yeah.
He sees them all as a unit, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
They will both leave. Only Aelin will return. He's got a little vial, and he gives it to Roland.
What's this?
He says it will make your explosions will be much grander with this. This is a highly flammable material.
Oh, thank you very much.
And he says, I'm going to give you, both of you, access to the Inner Bailey, okay? You come to me if you see anything suspicious out there, find anything. Leolin's going to work with you, okay? You're going to have access to the mirror. You'll be able to talk to me, okay?
Sure thing.
We're going to figure this out, okay?
Okay.
He says,
Sorry about the misunderstanding with Leoland.
Yeah, don't let it happen again. We don't... Leland is an upstanding citizen, and you should have no reason to doubt his loyalty to the keep.
I know that now. We both do, isn't that right?
Captain F says, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Do you need to say anything else to him?
Nope.
Okay.
I thank him for the thing, but I already did that, so.
Sure. Okay. Then, the review ends. Captain Nat is off the hook for breaking into Leland's house without provocation, as far as he sees it. That's how he sees it, without provocation. And Leland returns to his home. You guys return to the Outer Bailey. What do you do?
The first thing I do is identify this liquid that I think is probably evil.
Okay. Some sort of check.
Yes, some sort of check.
Add your pluses.
What sort of check would it be?
Research.
Research. Why I have an 18 in that.
Oh,
20.
damn.
Oh,
38.
yeah.
Hey, man, remember when you said you never get 20s?
Seriously.
Well, I did now.
We've had
Yeah.
3 20s so far in this session and no combat.
So you should make a markdown so that you can roll to increase it at the end of the session.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's one
Yeah.
of those skills that can increase.
Yeah.
It'd be very unlikely to increase, though. I have to roll higher than what it already is, right?
You have to roll a 19, and after that, you literally cannot increase it. Oh, no, you would be able to.
You'd be able to crit on it.
Yeah, you would be, yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta find the name of the thing.
It's Alchemist Fire. Yay.
Yay.
It's chloroform. Fuck.
No.
Shouldn't have smelled it.
It's evil. Evil.
You open up the lid, and a goo
So
monster.
this is. Well, let's just do this. This is nitroglycerin.
It
Ooh.
just is?
Yeah.
It's nitroglycerin with nothing evil going on.
You guess not.
He just happens to have
No.
a violent.
Even with the 20, you're definitely sure there's nothing evil going on with it.
Okay. All right. He really did just be nice to me.
Yeah, he did. He's a nice guy, the elf.
I add it to my stock.
Of other nitroglycerin that you have.
Of other things, of many things, I put it in a safe, non-explosive. I put it in a box where it'll be cushioned from jostling and those other things that make nitroglycerin
Yeah, sure.
explode for no reason.
You got it.
I store it properly, and then I go looking for that Amy fellow.
Okay, you don't find him anywhere in the keep. Let's cut to Annabelle.
Let's cut to Amy. Amy, what are you doing?
Amy, there you are. You see this sort of ridge. You hear some movement, though, to the east.
Like,
Not to the east. To the west. Just kidding.
Okay.
Give me that alert. How about that alertness check?
Oh, boy. Plus 13. $29.
You certainly have the wherewithal to find some cover before they enter your field of view, or you are in their field of view, rather.
Okay. And who do I like? Who am I seeing? Like, who's making the noise?
Yeah, let's say this. You see some short dwarf dwarven figures with coal black skin, armor. They sound armored and armed. They are talking fairly loudly.
Do I perceive them as a threat?
Oh, they're armed and armored, but I don't know.
So it's
I don't know.
how?
Do you perceive armed dwarves as a threat?
I mean, I would definitely be cautious. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do?
Now, how many doors are there again?
Let's see. With that check, let's see if you know. How about this is going to be a squad of 5.
Okay. Is it possible for me? They don't know I'm here, right?
Right.
Okay.
you have been alerted to their presence before they've seen you.
Right. And they're talking loudly, so I'm going to be a creeper again and see if I can discern what they're talking about, learn where they're coming from or headed to.
Okay. By doing what? Jumping off finding some cover?
Yeah. I think. Did I take that climbing trees thing? Damn it! No, I didn't.
I don't believe so. No.
No.
Did you take anything? God.
I know. Seriously, everything I've taken is just.
He took a stunt. It took a combat stunt.
I did take a combat stunt,
You
but
silly goober.
yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be surviving in the wilderness.
Well,
You've got no wilderness skills.
I do have tracking. I mean,
Oh,
could I follow them from a distance and sort of track where they're going?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's do that then. Do you want me to roll for that as well?
Not yet.
Okay.
You as far as you can tell, they're talking gibberish because you don't speak that language.
Correct.
Okay. So you wait, and you wait for them to pass, and you wait a little bit longer. In the snow, it's very easy to find their trail.
Right.
I'm even going to give you like +3 on the roll.
Actually, there is in the book, there was a thing here. It's tracking is intuition plus
fresh
6 for snow. Yeah.
Yeah, +6 rather. Yeah, go ahead.
So +6. Okay.
On top of whatever your...
+6 on whatever it is you got.
Yeah.
So 34.
Yes, 34. You follow them and track them for a full day. They were coming. Yeah, they're heading south. They came from the west. They turned south, and for a whole day.
So they're still. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Going past the supposed area of the bandit camp.
Okay, so they're heading away from the keep, heading towards the direction of the bandit camp, but they have now passed the bandit camp itself.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the bandit camp as we pass it?
No, because they don't pass close enough to see the bandit camp, but further south than the bandit camp is, you've been moving.
Okay. I think I'm more intrigued by these dwarves now. Like they've caught my attention. Not that I'm putting aside my original intent to try to locate Walzer, but something has intrigued me about these dwarves, so I'm going to continue to follow them.
Okay.
Just because I know about how the dwarves at the keep had told me about how the gold had been lost, and now I know the dwarves are involved, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Getting towards like late afternoon, the 5 dwarves interrupt a fight between a giant scorpion and a bear.
Okay.
And they kill both of them.
This forest is just like whatever the fuck you want, you can have as a monster in it. Apparently.
Big forest, and also
it is homes to the Caves of Chaos.
True that. Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily tell me, oh, this place is predictable and straightforward.
They kill it without provocation and laugh about it.
Because they're evil, if you didn't get it already.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
They're like normal dwarves, only they're black. Evil.
Not necessarily.
Racism. Graham's racist.
It's the way the world is written. That was not my idea.
So they're basically just being like assholes to the shit that lives in the forest.
They're just hanging out. I mean, killing giant
Forest
scorpions.
assholes, the dwarves. Yeah.
Yeah, like, just because you say with no provocation, so like a bear and a scorpion are fighting, and they're like,
they run up and join the fray.
Just for no reason?
Guess so. As far as you can tell.
Oh my god.
Unless they have some sort of ulterior motive that you're not aware of. Like everybody in my game ever.
Yeah. Well, no, just speaking sort of out of character about character, that doesn't really sit well with me just because, I revere nature. and
Yeah, I think
an
Billy would have
unprovoked
something to say about that.
an unprovoked attack against a creature of the forest would make Ansel feel uncomfortable and would piss Willie the fuck off.
Okay, sure.
So I think let me just sort of just describe my surroundings a little bit more in detail because I want to be in cover, but I have a feeling that Willie is going to tell me to start slinging arrows at these dwarves.
Sure, you find some good hard rocky cover, like high ground,
Okay.
or rather you wait until you find such cover, and you do.
Sure. All right. So Willie is going to say, Ansel, these bastard dwarves are tearing through the forest, killing everything they see. What do you want to do about it? And Ansel will say, I'm not sure, Willie. We don't know. We don't know what they're up to. It could be a minor misunderstanding. And Willie will say, misunderstandings are for the weak. It's time for action. Fire a warning shot.
Oh, jeez, Rick, I'm not sure about that. It
Yeah.
sounds pretty dangerous.
So Ansel's gonna fire a warning shot. He's gonna sort of take aim over like the left shoulder of who he perceives to be the leader of this group of dwarves, and see what happens.
You're not Walzer. You can't just pick fights with things and not die.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
5-on-1, good odds. Okay, yeah, you fire a warning shot. Let's just roll an attack roll. Are you just trying to hit the ground?
Okay.
Or are you trying to hit him?
No, I'm not trying to hit him. It's like I said, like a warning shot.
One of the few instances where critically missing will actually be a hit
Yeah.
and cause a fight.
So is that still
It's the let's see, I have it on here. It's
Plus
gonna
8.
Be this is man-sized enemies. This is plus 8.
plus 8? Okay.
Wait, dwarves are man-sized enemies?
Yes.
16.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you certainly miss. What you well miss, and you hit a tree next to them. Ka-chunk.
It's got a letter on it that says, "Yo, stop your shit, dwarves."
The
So
dwarves
now-
will look very. They will, in the movie version, we see the dwarves. Maybe they stopped to have a drink of water or something, a bit of jerky, and we see them talking and laughing, and then a tree that's just off screen gets struck by an arrow.
He does that thing where like a dwarf will like duck down to get a thing of water. A bird will come, an arrow come flying over, and it'll be in
where he was.
Yeah,
in
be
line
where it
with where
was.
his head was.
But like it'll
Sure.
also like be from like the tree's point of view. So like you see the dwarf duck, and you see like an arrow come out of like the blurriness of the background, just and then the dwarf will stand up and look at the arrow and be like, "Oh,
That's good.
no."
He'll look at the arrow, and he'll look down to where you are at, and he will make a check. He doesn't see anything. It appears that he doesn't see anything. And but the rest of the dwarves will spring to action, and will. So it looks to me, or it looks to you, not to me. I know what they have. It looks to you, like they've got mostly. 3 of them have hand axes and shields. The leader guy, or who you've pegged as the leader, has a long sword and a shield. The other one has a maul hammer, 2-handed hammer.
Okay.
No ranged weapons as far as you can see, but they will. The leader guy will point in various directions, and the dwarves will fan out.
I'm going to yell, but as Willie, not as Ansel. I'll say, "Where do you get off torturing the innocent creatures of the forest? They were settling their own dispute, and why did you feel the need to step in?"
Did you step out, or are you just saying this as the forest?
I'm saying it from the forest. I've not revealed myself yet, but I have a feeling me yelling like that will let them know where I am.
Ansel, you done goofed.
Well, you
See
know.
you in the afterlife.
You're one to talk, Walzer. You should have just been murdered by orcs in that cave, and
Yeah.
you weren't. And when he dies, because he should,
I
Or
learned
maybe
from
he
watching
won't.
you, Walls.
when he doesn't die like he should, next time it comes over to Roland, Roland's gonna go strolling out into the forest too and start blowing shit up. Nothing
Oh,
bad
you
can
guys-
ever happen.
You guys don't know anything about these dwarves. The lead dwarf will say, in common, in human, he will say, "Is that a human I hear?" In perfect Beachcrestian.
And I'll say, it could be. What's it to you,
Maybe.
dwarf?
Fuck, I don't know.
And he says, "We mean no disrespect. You are a druid then?"
No.
They put, you know what? They'll actually do this. He will whistle, and he will stick his sword into the ground.
Huh.
Put his hand up.
I think at this point then, Willie will say to Ansel, draw the bow, point it at the leader, but reveal yourself and slowly walk towards them. So Ansel will agree and do as Willie has instructed and step out into the open.
Okay.
Do you have that skill, by the way, where the longer you draw a bow for, the more damage it does?
No.
That is a specific fighter ability.
Isn't he a fighter?
No,
No.
he's a ranger. Rangers have a whole another slew of ranged abilities they can do.
Okay.
I can control 20 feet worth of vine.
Sweet.
that, but he doesn't have that.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I
No,
would
he will
use that.
say, he will say, Druid, what is your name?
I'll say, my name is Ansel. This is my friend Willie, my companion.
And he says,
We are protectors of this forest, and we saw you
Ansel?
poking your nose where it didn't belong.
what do you mean? What are you talking about?
The bear and the scorpion. Why did you feel the need to help them settle their own dispute?
What does that matter? The scorpions, they shouldn't be here. They were brought here. They bred out of control. They're menaces.
Willie says, it matters because I say it matters.
All right. You're the boss. You're the one with the bow. That's fine. What do you want me to do about it now? It's too late to take it back.
I want you to apologize.
Hey,
Say you're sorry.
To the corpse. Plant a tree, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Come on.
He says, "All right. Look, I'm sorry. Look. I'm sorry. I can say it.
And Ansel will say at this point, what's your business in my woods?
Oh,
he
your words.
Damn right, my woods.
And he says, well, we Duergar, we are represented in the Caves of Chaos to the southeast. I mean,
It's just over there, over that mountain over there. You know,
that's what he says.
And
he said,
Caves of Chaos.
Longitude 45, latitude 65.
you got a map? I
No,
can mark
he
it
said
down for you.
we're the regular patrol. It's always been our job to, destroy the pests. I mean, the giant scorpions, like I said, they're not native to this land. You should know that if you're a druid, like you say. You're a protector. You should know that.
I never claimed to be a druid, sir. I'm a man of the woods, and that is all
Fine.
you need to know.
Protector, whatever.
Whatever.
And he says, I've apologized. What do you... I mean, we've been in these woods for nigh on, 10 years now, 20 years now. I have never heard of any druid or protector. Where did you come from? When did you get here?
I've been
Just
here.
started last week.
I got my forest badge. Do you want to take a look?
Oh shit. No, I'll say I've been here for years as
I
well.
want to say this, that you guys are practically shouting. You're still at range.
Right. No, I don't want to get closer to him yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
there's
So
five of them.
You guys are talking fairly loudly.
Right. And I will say, I have been here for years as well, and I have never seen black dwarves cross through these woods. But I have heard mention of the Caves of Chaos.
Right. Well, you know, we represent. Let me find.
The Lollipop Guild, the
You were
Lollipop.
going to say that as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just let me quickly find his name. Yeah, I represent Lordship Ran. Okay, that represents the Dwargar of the Gilvac stronghold. You know, we're welcome to. We've got aid, food, ale, food to drink. You know, we'll hash this out. You know, maybe I sense a partnership. You surprised us. Hey, you're pretty good. Maybe we need someone like you.
Okay, so I'll say, if I approach you, sir, and lower my bow, do I have your word as a dwarf that I will not be attacked?
He will take the sword that's sticking out of the ground and he'll kick it over. And he says, "My word is a dwarf."
All right, I'm going to go ahead and approach then.
Okay.
So when I wander out into the forest and pick a fight, which random evil faction is going to take me in?
Probably the goblins because you're fucking.
The giant scorpions. Why?
Oh, nice.
Sweet. I will become a giant scorpion rider.
I
Throwing
tamed them.
explosives.
Yeah.
It's all of this stuff is random. It's not. I mean, these are all random encounters that are predetermined. In the
I'm just busting your balls.
Okay. Good.
All right, yeah. So I'll slowly yet cautiously approach as I whisper to Willie, "Be on your guard, but I think we might be able to trust them." And Willie says, "I hope you know what you're doing, Ansel." And then he's quiet. So I will approach and offer my hand.
In
Okay,
marriage?
He'll take
Damn,
it.
dude, you work quick.
Yeah, I've got a ring.
He'll take it and shake you.
Made out of
shake
twigs.
your hand, and he'll say, "Can I pick up my sword?"
Yes,
It belongs to the forest now.
but slowly.
Yeah, he'll
It
pick it up
belongs-
slowly and put it in his scabbard, and everything seems on the up and up.
All right then. So at this point, I would like to ask them. I'll ask them, or I will say, "Where are you from, exactly, and where are you headed
Okay.
to?"
Well, Dwargar as a race have been in the Caves of Chaos for as long as anyone can remember, but my particular stronghold was, I guess, eradicated by the good dwarves of the realm, and he, says it very sarcastically. And he says,
Okay.
so we came here. The Caves of Chaos are an outpost for Dwargar to feel safe and have a home.
What are you trying to protect yourself from?
Just trying to live, hunger, the cold, what have you. We just want to be left alone.
Ask them about the evil wizard.
Well, yeah, I will. I'm getting to that.
says Willie.
Yeah. So, I'll ask them. I'll say, "I've heard speak and talk of an evil wizard, basically creating trouble for all the races in the land. What do you know of this wizard?"
At that point, the rest of the squad has regrouped, and they say some things in Dwargar to the leader, who will introduce himself as. Oop, I don't have my names document. Give me one sec. Interlude music.
Doodaloo, 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 doo doo. Doodaloo, 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 doo doo. Boop, be-doo, boop, boop, be-doo, doo. Doodaloo, 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 doo doo. Doodaloo, 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 doo doo.
Okay.
Boop, be-doo.
He introduces himself as Balber.
Oh man, all these fucking B-named
Albert?
dwarfs, motherfucker. You serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
God
and-
damn it. Every single one of them has a B name. If I make a dwarf, I'm gonna just call it B.
So what?
So they
I'll
came.
ask-
The rest
yeah.
of the squad came back, and he will say they say something in Dwargar. He says something back. He puts his hand up like stay, or like a rather calm down, or a calm yourself motion.
He produces some cheese and hands it to the other dwarves, and they.
No, he will say come on, we better get going. We can get there by nightfall. Take the short way.
And where exactly are you going, Balbor?
Home. We were just on a range, seeing what's what out here.
So you're headed back to the Caves of Chaos.
That's right.
Can I join you?
Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
All right then. I will join your small party, and if any trouble should befall this small little group, I'll do my best to help.
Even if it means killing a wild animal.
If they attack first, then yes.
Okay. Okay, so the Baldur will lead you diagonally through the forest to the southeast. He will point out some landmarks that they use to, make sure they're going the right way. There's an abandoned campsite that's got a fire pit and a kind of tent that's still set up. This is the right way. There's a skeleton that's not chained, but tied to a tree. It's like, oh, there's a skeleton.
We call that the.
Its finger is pointing in the right direction.
That's pointing in the wrong direction, so that
Yeah.
people who don't know where they're going get confused.
All right.
Caves of Chaos, everybody! Woo!
So
Okay.
chaotic.
All right. Walzer,
Yes.
there you are, waiting.
Yeah, I've invented several different types of neckties.
While you've been sitting here.
Yeah, I got like 9 now. Like, you know how you get like a tie and you get all those different types of neckties you get?
Yeah,
they're not made of
I
wool,
invented
are
all
they?
of them. Like every single one of them Walls are made.
I just don't think you have the int score.
I have a 10, man. It's pretty high.
It's not high enough to invent things.
Oh, god damn it. All right, fine.
Biggs is awake. I mean, do you need to say anything to him?
I'm not going to tell him about what happened.
That's fine. At that point, there is some. There's a lot of commotion outside.
Okay. I wait to see if the commotion comes inside.
Yeah, it does actually. There is basically 6 orcs, 3 that are white painted face and 3 that are red painted face.
Do I recognize the white painted face guys?
No.
Okay. Basically, if I recognize any orc who I've already beat up at some point, I'm going to talk to them. But other than that...
All right. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
No, but you don't recognize any of these orcs. Oh, excuse me.
That's alright.
There's also behind them is the orc that you shoved earlier. And
I'll wave.
there's a lot of commotion outside. There's a lot of talking, a lot of yelling, a lot of stamping of feet and clapping and things.
Mm-hmm.
And the orc that you pushed earlier will point at you. The 6 orcs will come up to you and attempt to, bodily pick you up.
Figs, can you translate for me real quick?
What? Yeah.
I say, I see my message got through.
Okay, they say that.
Uh,
He translates.
My name is Walzer. I wish to speak to someone in charge through your leadership. I don't actually speak Orc myself, so I was unable to tell your friend there. But
Figs says so. He said Figs will look very worried, and he'll say that's not why they're here.
why are they here?
To exact retribution.
Well,
for
they
your
want to
slight.
fight. They want to fight me.
No, not them. They're ogre.
Yay.
At that point, there is a loud chant
I'm gonna fight an ogre with a broken arm.
outside.
Fuck a shit. Yeah.
You
can do
hear
it.
when you so they're going to attempt to pick you up and bodily force you outside, leaving.
All
you
right,
with
let's see how much they can do. I'm not gonna let them pick me up. I got 18 muscle. I say bring it on all day.
Okay, all 6 of them will be against you. Their muscle scores compound though, so.
Yeah, all right. I'll roll a
What
fucking
talking about?
20. You'll see.
Okay.
It's
No, you
close.
won't.
It's close to a
Bitch.
20. It's close to a 20.
Yeah.
Total.
They beat you handily with 6 versus 1.
I say, fine. I can walk.
Fig says so. They escort you out of the cave that you were in. There is a ring that's been formed. So the Caves of Chaos is kind of a box canyon. It's got 2 sides, right? It's all of the caves. It's a curve. I don't know why I'm saying all this. It's a curve, right? A half circle or so, and there is a distinct groups of monsters from the various tribes, and they're in groups that form a half circle that essentially close the circle, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are shouting. They are shouting in Beach Crestian, actually, for unknown reasons. They're shouting, "Feed me more."
But the audience?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're stamping their feet.
I wonder if I get a say in this at all.
And there's, you see other spectators on the various tiers. Right?
Okay.
No humans. Faramane is not there. Neither is Andrew.
Okay. It's fine. Is there anyone defined out? Do they have a booth for important people or anything like that?
No, there's no box seats.
Okay. But is there clearly?
Yeah, well, no, I mean not a box per se, but there are. You see, the leaders are accompanied by various. You see the charcoal-skinned dwarves and a man and a woman, or a male and a female rather. You see the Ram Clan Beastman leader with a shaman next to him, or what you can only assume is a shaman because of the number of earrings and gaudy jewelry that he wears, or he or she wears.
Okay.
The Hyena Clan Beastman has there with a woman sitting in a chair, appears to be pregnant, close to giving birth. The 2 goblin tribes, each one has a hobgoblin, one yellow skin that you met before, that was Snee, and one red skinned. The red skinned hobgoblin is accompanied by goblins female goblins in various states of undress, just kind of standing around. The 2 orcs appear very similar, one white war paint, the other red war paint, both in grass skirts. One of them has a great sword that he has, he's leaning against on one hand. The other one has not a great. What does he have? Let's see, I was trying to do it off from memory. No, he's got he has what appears to be a 2-handed mace, and he's got a helmet on, like a plate helmet, and he's wearing pants, I guess.
Oh, good. I don't get to have to fight his penis. It's good.
No. Let's see. Yeah, 2 orcs. Okay, that's good. Yep. 2 goblins, 2 orcs, 2 beastmen. All right, and that's what you see. They're all shouting, "Feed me more." Can I get some audience chanting?
Feed me more. Feed me more.
Besides
Feed
couples. Okay, yeah, that's good enough.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, that's okay. So they'll lead you through the crowd into the center,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll let you go.
Okay. Now let me just check real quick. I'll walk into the crowd and I'll raise my arm up in the air. I'm like, "Ah," you know, like playing to the crowd sort of thing. I've got a lot of my list. Oh, we lost the call. I think this is a good spot for a penis wrangler. Yeah, this is a good spot for a break. We're going to take a 3 to 5 minute break. It's about the right time, and we'll be back with this Coombat. All right, guys, don't go anywhere because we're not.